Good evening, guys. Let's begin. Let's see. Let me just make sure Tuan knows that we have a lesson. Let's check our homework, shall we? First. Okay. Let's see. So I'm mostly interested in Vicky's homework. We've got, what is it? Vicky's writing. And what does it say?
I forgot the word count.
Word count, you forgot. You can't go on for 23 minutes. Yes, that's too much. You cannot do this. Right? Yes, you have something to say? Want to say something?
But I'm improving this my speech.
Well, that's good. Yes, of course, that's great, but well, you can't do that. Yeah, it's still 23 is too long. You need to learn how to write within the time limit, and that's it. There's no other way. You can't learn while doing 23 minutes. You can learn while doing 20 or less. Well, 20 is the best. Just try to fill it like in the whole time frame that you have and that you get. Word count. We have them here. 170. Yes. Yeah. 172. Seems like. Yep. And now, what is the topic here?
Industry as a percentage of Brazil economy. Brazil's.
Yes. So we've got industries. What kind of industries can you see?
Finance. Finance. Food processing. Processing, manufacturing, tourism, oil, coal and gas. Gas.
Okay. All right, and what do we see? Oh, actually, where's the Vicky, too. Where's the task? This?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. So we have three different years here. Yeah. Let's check. So this is obviously a dynamic chart, the most common one. So here we have general trend from start to finish. This is our what? What is this?
Overall overview.
The overview without data. So for the main features and comparisons, that's your body. All right, let's put it here. Body paragraphs. That is greatest increases, then decreases, and so on. Yeah. So we need to keep this in mind. Let's come back and see here. We have a pretty big chart here with the task. Well, let's see some paraphrase. What can you see, Thao?
Illustrate to that
depicts. Depict. Let's see. How do we say this? Depict. Yeah. Depicts
find five different industry percentages to the percentage contribution of five distinct industries.
Yeah. Here we have five different industries to five distinct. So different to distinct. What about contribution? Percentage contribution?
Share. Percentage share.
Percentage share depicts the percentage contribution of five distinct industries to Brazil's economy. So we also have of to contribution to. Yeah, in the years, along with the projected forecast for 2029. Yeah. Now, in the overview, I recommend one sentence. Yeah, one sentence. Ideally, so if you can do this, that's better. Well, this is fine too, I guess, but yeah, try to practice with one. So trends from start to finish, overall trends. What do you see? During the period analyzed, finance sector, you actually don't need to capitalize, yeah? So this is...
I forgot.
It's fine. Emerged as Brazil's largest economic contributor, and with sustained growth. Very nice language. Did you use Google Translate?
No.
Okay.
I have studied very hard recently.
All right, that shows, I guess. During the period analyzed, which as Brazil's largest economic contributor with sustained growth in its share, right? Sustained growth. Conversely, manufacturing starts as one of the smallest sectors. Second smallest, and experiences declines. We usually say a decline, yeah? Experiences a decline, both in actual and projected terms, making it the notable underperformer. Oh, making it the notable underperformer. Okay. Is it true though? What about the rest? What about tourism, oil, coal, and gas? The overview is for everything, right?
Yeah.
So, did you take it from here, IELTS Bro, or did you take it from here, the exam writing?
Academy.
From here, yeah? Do you remember the number?
I don't. I just picked a random one.
You picked a random one, huh? Okay. Well, whatever. Let's see. So the point is, again, in here we're missing parts of the chart. The overview is supposed to include it's supposed to include everything, at least a little bit. How can we do this? Yeah. So yeah, we need a bit bigger. So we have finance and manufacturing you've mentioned, right?
Yeah.
And that's it. We also have food processing, tourism, oil, coal, and gas, which is a different. Yeah. You can group them. Food processing, oil, coal, and gas. How can we group them? Food processing and oil, coal, and gas. How to group them?
As for the remaining items,
Not items. These are not items.
As for the remaining,
What are we talking about here? These are industries.
as for the remaining industry,
Try to talk about food processing and the last one together, or just together. Thao and Thu, you can work together. Give me an example. What can you notice? What do you notice?
for body or for overview.
For the overview. How can we group them together, these two? So we have food processing, yes, and we have oil, coal, and gas. How are they similar?
In 2019 is pick the highest point, and in the year 2009 and 2009 is
It has
remain unchanged.
it's the same level.
Well, how can you make it into a sentence? We need sentences, right?
But I have already mentioned this in the body graph.
But you need it in the overview as well, right? General trends.
No, I cannot think of any
Make
other
a sentence, please. Food processing and oil, coal, and gas. So those two industries, they what? They started the same and they ended the same. Yeah? So you can say that in the overview.
So the food processing and tourism started and ended at the same level.
Tourism.
Oil, coal, and gas started and ended at the same level.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, you need to mention that. You don't have it at all in your overview. And your overview is pretty long already. So instead of adding, well, I don't know, things like conversely maybe, or during this period analyzed, you don't need those words. You can instead of making it a notable, instead of writing, wasting time on this, making it the notable underperformer, just mention the actual things you have to mention, right? Understand? Hello. Good evening. You understand?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Instead of writing the advanced words,
it's not
I
about
should
advanced. It's unnecessary parts.
unnecessary words. I should contain the include the all the sectors.
All the data, yeah? Just include all the data. Yeah. So let's see. What else? You didn't include tourism as well, right? No tourism also missing there. Well, manufacturing was included. Tourism, well, you can lump it maybe with manufacturing. Yeah, you could lump it. You can describe manufacturing and tourism together. Yes, because they declined. Food. So you have like three parts: finance, tourism, and manufacturing, and food processing and the natural resources. Yeah. the 3 parts to your overview, where you include all of the information. Thao, what am I talking about?
I don't know.
You don't understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah, today I have a little bit headache and my eyes hurt.
Really?
Oh,
Maybe you can
yeah.
take some medicine?
Yeah.
Can you go right now and ask your parents to help you choose some medicine?
I'm drinking some like medicine before starting the class.
I took some
I
medicine.
took some medicine.
Well, I hear it's really loud in your environment. If you can make it less loud, your head will hurt less. Yeah, it's up to you. And okay, so I'm talking about the overview. The overview should be clearer too. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It should include all the important information. Now here we have yes.
I think I had missed the tourism one. I didn't
Well,
mention it.
at the very least, you need to mention it in the overview. In the body, maybe not, but still, of course, better to include. Yeah, it's a lot of information. The graph shows that finance has been the most significant industry throughout the period analyzed. I would say was in this case was the most significant industry. Well, this is what you can say in the overview, right? The most significant industry. That's like the general overview. Here needs to be more data. Okay, so say finance increased gradually over the years, from just over 30% to with a projected rise to over 30. Okay, over 40. Okay, well done. This is a good one. With a projected rise to over, yeah, pretty good. Well said. And then of the remaining industries, so for some reason you decided to separate finance, yeah, because it's
So I
celebrated.
celebrated.
Yay!
Yeah. No. Separate separated into 2 graphs because in the first body graph I mentioned both the 3 years, but in the second graph I only wrote about the only only about 20 and 2029. The result, the project.
Projected.
Yeah.
Now, what mistake did you notice in Vicky's speech? I'm actually well, I admire you for joining the lesson even though you have a big headache, right? So I guess that's sort of good. Honestly, I don't recommend it. Like if you really have headache, well, you could just say so and you don't have to join. You can later
But
review the
it's
video.
okay.
We will have the video on YouTube, right? So you can review the video later and just enjoy it. But yes, if you really have a big headache and you can't work, you don't have to join. All right?
But in the case I don't want to miss any lesson.
But as I said, you can review the video instead later. Yeah. So let's see. What mistake did you hear? None? No mistakes?
No.
Well, Thu said graphs. What are we talking about?
The chart.
Paragraphs, not graphs.
Uh,
You said body graph. That's funny, but not correct. So
yeah,
the
but
body paragraphs. So it's not very logical. It's best to compare. Compare. Yes? So you have this, okay, the rise. You can compare it with the fall, right? So maybe finance, manufacturing, something something like this. So the overview is kind of long, but it doesn't include the necessary information, right? But the body is a little bit too short here, and it also doesn't include the necessary comparison. The comparison should be made here for a higher score. All right, then you imagine you compare this here, the two industries, then that's great. And then the rest, you have only 3 to describe. And that's it. The 3 is relatively easy because you have 2 identical pretty much, and tourism is a bit different. So just 2 more sentences, let's say, longer sentences, and done. Simple, but missed opportunity. But okay, what do we have? Of the remaining industries, despite the food processing and oil and gas industries having experienced a significant growth over the first decade, this, oh, I see, because this, yeah, I see what you're talking about. So despite, and despite what? So you're missing here part of a sentence. Despite these industries, what?
I separated into 2 sentences.
But you cannot separate the structure with despite. So despite these 2 industries, what? Or what is your...
No, despite the 2 industries experience, and
Well,
then
I was correct in having experienced a significant growth despite the fact that food processing, the food processing and oil, coal, and gas industries. No, then like this. Then, despite the fact that these 2 industries experienced a significant growth over the first decade, then we cannot have a full stop. The forecast for suggests that both of them will return to their 2009 levels. 11. Well, this is okay, more or less, actually. Yeah. But you missed a very crucial connective here, so yeah, big mistake. Meanwhile, manufacturing witnessed. I like this. Witnessed. Do you know how to write it too?
Yes.
Okay. Witnessed. Meanwhile, manufacturing witnessed a further decrease in its share, declining by an additional percentage points to about 5%. Then from what? From what? How?
Well, can I see the chart?
You don't need to. Are you really that bad at math?
Fine to fine.
From 5 to 5, yes?
Yeah.
Like this? Yes, very good. Well done. Vicky?
Yeah.
15.
Oh, 15, right. So, Thao, from 15 to 5, right? 15 is 10 percentage points less than 5. I mean, more. So, combination of 10 percentage points from 15 to 5. So this is missing. This is an important piece of information, Vicky. That is so. Okay, imagine. So when we write a task 1 response, we need to imagine that the person reading it won't see the data in the diagram. So that means you can't leave stuff out or forget about it or omit, like not say some information. It's very important, or the reader will be like very confused. That's it. Imagine it, and if you can, then you succeed. Well done. At least you finished your homework. That's what, June today, yeah? Let's try to keep it 20 minutes next time. And again, you wrote a bit too much, so you could have written less of it. 150 is enough. All right, anything here? This we haven't really. So you can always come back and rewrite it too. Yeah. You have some changes here that could be made. Let's see, the social platforms. Well, again, 30 minutes. What is this actually? Is this
the task 2 one?
Why is it 30? There should be 40 as well.
Because I have already written it before, so
I see. Yeah. Okay. Well, but it's less than necessary.
I cannot.
Well, then you have 10 more minutes, and then you couldn't think of 30 more words. Well, then you do. That's why that is why you plan. Do you have you followed this structure before? At least one time? This one. Have you followed it? No?
No.
So, Thao, what do we start with?
I just with the card and write.
What do we start with?
Analyze questions and write introduction.
So, analyze questions, write introduction. How long does it take?
5 minutes.
So you're supposed to analyze very quickly and start writing immediately. So as soon as you see the card, you put your pen onto the paper, and you don't even need to read too much and think too much. Just start paraphrasing the first sentence. Yes.
Yeah.
And then you do okay, I decide one side 100% or the other side 100%, and all right, this essay will detail why I agree or disagree. Done. 5 minutes. That's quick. And then what do you do next, Vicky?
Plan body paragraphs.
And that takes you
5 minutes.
5 minutes for just for planning. That is 5 minutes. So it's the same time you spend on writing the whole introduction. So you just think hard and you write a little plan, not like in the answer, but in some random paper. You could write a little plan for your body paragraph, so you have enough stuff to say, and that you pick something you can talk about for a long time. Yeah. That's why planning is so important. Thao, do you plan or not?
I just write some advanced words like related with related to the cards. Only that.
that's not enough. You need a plan for what exactly you're going to write in the body paragraphs, not conclusion. Then you write the body paragraphs, write the conclusion, and you have a final what at the end?
Conclusion.
Final check you have at the end. Check, what does it mean? Vicky, what does check mean?
Like check for any mistake.
Mistakes or minor issues that you can fix. 5 minutes is not long, yes? Anything else you can do?
The word count.
Well, that is too late, a little bit too late, but it's a good idea to calculate, yes, to see if you have enough. Maybe you can think of something. That's solved at the planned body paragraphs. That's why you plan at home. When you do this many times at home during the test, it becomes easy. But Thao and Thu, they have not been doing this. I have to say this in the chat now for everyone, because this is like, well, we basically have been wasting time, right? Okay. Now, anything else? Let me jump here one more time. Okay, so well, you've rewritten the perspective. Again, one sentence for the paraphrase, one for your position. No need to separate anything if possible. That's a challenge. Try to do it at home. Meeting someone face to face allows us to see different sides of them, which is more than just texting, which is real life interactions allow us to express non-verbal cues. I think not express, but maybe right. We like notice them in non-verbal. What do we do with them? We.
I cannot hear you clearly.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look at non-verbal cues. We usually, what do we do with them? Pick up on non-verbal cues. We notice them. They exist. We use. You see here we have use of non-verbal cues. What else? We read them. Reading, yeah. Non-verbal communication. Prepare. Non-verbal cues. Reading, yeah. Read, use. Those are the most common. Use. You see, speakers use non-verbal cues all the time.
Use.
So, express is not the best. So, to use such as facial expressions. What is missing here, Thao?
Keep eye contact.
Facial expressions, body language, keep eye contact.
Eye contact. Eye connection.
Eye connection. Yes?
Yeah.
Vicky, do you agree?
I think eye contact is better.
Yes, you're right. Eye contact is correct. So, Thao, that is wrong. Let's focus, please. Look, I put a blank space for you here. Why do you think I did that?
And
Thao. And eye contact. Yes. Well done. Because we can't list things without a finishing and. I like that. For example, posture, gestures, movements can convey emotions and attitudes that words alone might not fully capture. Very nice. Did you use AI to help you? Cool. Actually, someone has. It's actually a relatively common thing to say. Yeah. Words alone cannot fully capture. All right. Through the modern social media platform, facilitate connections with diverse individuals. Diverse individuals. Let's check. Diverse individuals. Actually, it's a real collocation in the dictionary. Alright. To me, it sounds a little unnatural, but I guess you're right. Well done. With diverse individuals. What are you saying?
A bit surprised.
Huh?
No, a bit surprised.
Oh, yeah, me too. But it sounds alright, actually. It sounds proper. Facilitate. I like this. Facilitate. So good. Yeah, Thao? You like it?
Yeah.
Facilitate connections with diverse individuals. Social media platforms, modern social media platforms facilitate connections with diverse individuals from various backgrounds. That's really good. I'm just trying to show you that this is really good. If you wrote it without anyone's help, then that's great, and you should do this in the same way. And we have a very nice structure. While it's true, something, there are significant risks involved. Perfect. Band 9. Nothing better can be there. So there are significant risks involved. For instance, why is this like this? Like italics? Why is it in italics? No
I
reason.
don't know.
Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. For instance, younger internet users can body shame, and their personal information might be exposed. Well, this doesn't really. So, what is the risk here in face shaming due to? Okay, so tell me, is you see this part and this part? We have two parts. Are they connected or not? Or are they
No,
different?
they are two risks.
Two different unconnected risks. Yes?
Yeah.
Or disconnected. Well, it's not good to put it like that. It's better to focus on one and explain it, and then the second one and explain it. Not like this. It's a bit confusing because I feel like it should be connected, but it's not. So, for example, well, and what is the risk here? How?
Body shame and face shame is the noun, and
What is the
can
risk?
is
Is it a risk to body shame? What is the risk here?
like
Well, look at this. Is the risk here? Okay. How gave up? Tell me, what is the risk in this?
the risk is it will cost the other internet users
Will
they
make them feel bad.
yeah and
Why is that? All right, feeling bad. Feeling bad. Is it a risk?
and the young internet users.
No risk there. No, it's not a risk. This part does not make sense. So, for instance, let's see. So younger internet users, their personal information might be exposed. That is okay. So you could say there's one significant risk. Why do you have to have many? You don't have time. Yeah? So just focus on one and explain.
There is one more risk in another sentence.
Moreover, the identities of online acquaintances, okay, are not always verifiable, which leads to how do you read this?
I don't remember. I just
what is this word meaning?
Well, let's try to read it, guys. If you use it, you have to be able to read it. How do you read it? Vicky, you wrote it.
I don't remember.
Let's try, please. Let YouTube hear how you say this word.
Defraudation.
Fine, defraudation. That's what I would say. Also, fraud. Yeah, defraudations. Something like that. Well, that crimes and so on. I don't really know defraudations, to be completely honest with you. Not even in the dictionary. At least not in this one. Let's check in the Collins dictionary. Here we have it. Defraudment. The act of taking away or withholding money from a person by fraud. Okay, that makes sense. Cheating or swindling. Swindling, basically. All right. Crime. Well, defraudation is a crime. It's like, as the saying, which leads to apples, fruits, and so on, right? It's the part of crime. So you can't really say defraudations and so on, then that's okay. Well, okay, this is a bit better, but this didn't make sense. In summary, while texting and visual communication are convenient, meeting, try to depth and in-depth, depth of interaction that is crucial for seeing others' personalities than probably emotions and intentions more fully directed. Oh yeah, that's fine. Now, still not enough words, so you lose one band. And yeah, well, you understand. You need to try harder a bit. What else do we have? Here we have Vicky's finally some speaking.
Part 2.
Alright. First one. What do we have here? Loading.
One person
One person deeply admire. Alright, well, you did it. Now, let me check real quick how's work, because we don't have much time left.
I did only speaking.
Okay. Yeah.
And I rewind the password.
You rewrote it?
I rewrote it. Yeah.
Okay.
In the classwork, not.
Classwork.
Yeah.
Okay. You can always put a date here as well. The chart compares percentage. Okay. I'll check it a bit later. Now I want to check this as well. Anything here? Yeah. June 25. All right, nice. So guys, you can prepare homework for each online lesson. So let's say we have Wednesday, Friday. So you can do one writing task, one speaking task for each of the lessons. You can and you should, if you have time. They'll give us something to discuss, and that will help you progress. It will help you improve much faster. All right, 2 minutes, perfect. That is what. Let me hear.
First film When I saw the topic card, first film character, in terms of what the character was like in positive influence on the young.
Okay, that's good. Film character played by an actor or actress whom you admire. So when I saw the topic card, how long did you give yourself to prepare for this topic?
Only like about 1 minute.
Wow, should be exactly 60 seconds, no more.
5, some second, I don't remember.
So time yourself, yes? You have a phone, for example, yes?
Yeah.
And you have, let's say, Google, or you can find a timer online, give yourself 1 minute. Well, and then in the recording, you can see already the length of your recording, so you don't really need to time yourself there. But for the preparation, 1 minute. As soon as you see the card, did you start the timer, or did you first research it, like before officially beginning the preparation?
I wrote like a bad words, but yeah, like some words like related to the.
Yeah, okay, but just make sure that's not more than 1 minute that you have to prepare, that you give yourself time to prepare. Now, when I saw the topic card, the first character, yeah, that sprang to my mind was Hermione Granger. How did you say that, actually?
Well, we admire for.
Oh, what? That's
Hermione. When I saw Hermione Granger, my mind grasped. Hermione Granger played.
Hermione, yeah? You managed to almost say it correctly. Played by Emma Watson in the Harry Potter series. So we have, as for... Alright. I would say not as for, because you haven't really said much. You hadn't said much at that point. So as for doesn't sound great here. I would say, so about when I saw the film. I found this movie while I was surfing TikTok by accident one day. Like, I found this movie one day while I was surfing TikTok by accident. To be honest, I had owned a Harry Potter novel series since I was in the middle school. Had owned means you don't own it anymore? Or is it good for...
I have owned now. I
don't think you need to be honest here. So I found this movie one day, and I had owned a Harry Potter novel series, the Harry Potter novel, of all books from the series, all of the books from the series since I was in the middle school. You know, I'm a huge fan of this series. I have been then, or let's say I've been a huge fan, not I am, for a long time. So as soon as I heard that it had been turned into a film series, I immediately went to Netflix to watch it. In terms of what the character was like, Hermione is famous. This is really good. A good transition, good language overall. Is famous for her outstanding intelligence, very nice, hard work, good. Honestly, you could say as you might know instead of honestly. Hermione is described as an ugly girl with yellow skin. Much for people attracted to blue. Extremely excited when Practically appears on screen. The main reason why I admire is that she has had a positive influence on youngsters, if not the best, the younger generation. Encourage them to represent talents and stand up for what they've been doing. Alright, very good. No issues at all. Well done. I mean, no big issues. Minor stuff mostly. And let's see. So that was Thao's. Good work. Let's see, Vicky's. One person deeply admire for her culture, culinary and pleasing passion. prepare meals for others is my friend Mary. Very nice, a good way to begin. You don't really have to begin with this, right? But it's still advisable. I recommend that, yeah, because it's an idiom. This is not an idiom, and the one I gave you is an idiom, so it raises the level a bit, yeah. You need to say it naturally, so try to practice that up more, so it's like your thought, not just a random, like a memorized sentence that you say quickly, right? Don't be like that. So Mary and I have been close friends for many years. Nice, and I've had the skills. What's this?
Fix it.
I've had
First,
where is it?
Well, let's fix it. Don't worry about it.
Wait, it's just the typing.
I understand. It's just the text. In the recording, you said a different thing. I get it. Yeah. But what did you say? Well, fix it. Maybe Thao.
Had the.
Well.
Wait.
The pleasure. Yeah. The pleasure. Had the pleasure of enjoying her cooking for skills firsthand. So in her family, she's a person who takes responsibility. Very nice. That's when Mary go to the same extra class. She always prepares desserts for the two of us. She prepares 2 types of desserts. For example, she prepares a chocolate sponge cake for me, and hers is the strawberry one. Pleasure. Very nice. Great pleasure. Very good. More than just hurts, but I like this. It's more than, it's about. This is an advanced structure too. Well done. Unforgettable moments. She considers cooking as a way of expressing affection for others. Very good. The smiles on people's faces as they enjoy her food inspire her cooking. Very perfect, pretty much perfect. But again, it just feels like it wasn't you who said this. But all right, very good. Anyways. If it is you, that's pretty much perfect. Just keep it up. Well done. Question? No?
I rather speaking.
Again?
I rather Vicky speaking.
You have read it. Yeah, okay, I understand. Well, keep it up, guys. Good work so far. You are on the right track, getting closer and closer and closer to your goal. So now just don't blunder, right? Let's not stop. And I'll see you on Friday. Yeah?
Yeah.
Feel free to ask questions in Zalo. I'll see you on Friday, guys. Have a good evening.
See you later.